Nation, it's time for our main event of the evening. Presented by Incheon City and our partners, Monster Zim. Two gladiators are ready to collide inside the Brave CF Monster Zim Arena. Brave Nation, don't blink for this one. This will be absolute fire. Our main event of the evening. Your three judges for this bout, Ki-sung Bae, Kyu-hyung Kim, and Jung-hoon Jung. Your referee in charge of the action in the cage is the bandit, Decky Larkin. Two men enter, only one man leaves with his arms raised in victory. Who comes out on top in this amazing main event? It's time to find out. Let's introduce our two main event warriors. Brave Nation, it's time to be brave. Before we begin, I have one question for you and one question only. For all those watching in beautiful Incheon, South Korea, and the millions watching around the world, Brave Nation, are you ready? Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 10 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. He stands 177 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 84.05 kilograms. Representing the Dabong crew and fighting out of South Korea, please welcome In Jae Mud Tank La. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 6 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 180 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 84.3 kilograms. Representing Junkyard MMA and fighting out of South Africa, please welcome Mzwandile Snakebone Hlongwa.
This is the main event of Brave at CF 58 live from Incheon, South Korea. Phil Campbell here, Kirik Janes calling the action. We are ready to go.
Phil Snakebone has 2 jobs. Job 1, knock him out. Job 2, don't get taken down.
So it's 2-pronged or a 2-fanged approach for Snakebone. Again, I make no apologies whatsoever for my terrible punnery.
Snakebone's shoulder up pretty high. Ooh, nice shift.
There looks to be a little bit of something compromised from Mzwandile here. I'm not sure if he feels something underfoot, but how quick are those hands? He was looking down and wiping the feet, maybe a bit of excess moisture on his soles.
Mzwandile does, as well as anyone in this entire promotion, a great job of exploding.
He manages distance so well, but that's that Kyokushin karate background. Able to get in and out as quick as you like. Takedown and clinch is almost inevitable from In Jae La.
Those kicks, by the way, Brave Nation, are not really intended to cause a lot of damage. They're a means to get in close. That kick,
yeah, that
kick was intended to cause damage.
He turned it up a little bit on that kick, almost like he was listening to you, Kirik. The kicks are coming very different from Mzwandile compared to In Jae La. He's more just kind of slapping at the leg, whereas Mzwandile Hlongwa is throwing with really nasty intentions.
Mud Tank is putting that foot out there as a means to, with relative safety, get in close enough to his opponent to tie him up.
You could see nice work from Mzwandile. He was acutely aware that In Jae La was trying to corner him against, or trying to put him against the fence. He circled out, changed direction beautifully. Nice stiff jab. Again, he's really crashing the shin into that leg. Beautiful uppercut to hook combination from Mzwandile.
Mzwandile is doing a great job of not falling into his opponent's game.
Is this perhaps the most measured? And you can see In Jae La trying to close the distance, but so far it's probably the most measured and an intelligent approach we've seen from Hlongwa. Framing off well, thought about the spectacular. Oh, big uppercut just as In Jae La comes in. Let's see.
Hands are together. It's gonna happen.
Oh, there's the inevitable takedown from In Jae La. This is where he does his best work. Just suffocating, fire blanket style. Incapacitate and frustrate seems to be the order of the day for In Jae La.
Mud Tank must realize he lost the first half of that round. He needs to do more than just get a takedown. He needs to start landing some big shots. If he tries to do so, it's very, very hard to hold somebody down and land significant shots.
Mzwandile doing a good job of not absorbing much punishment in this position. Guard is open though. That either means he's...
Mzwandile's going to try, I believe, and get a heel into the hip, kick his opponent back, pop up to standing. Mud Tank got those hips in nice and tight, very hard to get a heel into that hip.
Mzwandile's only submission win coming by way of second round guillotine back in June 2021. Landing some interesting elbows off his back. Perhaps trying to isolate for it, just as he's trying to work the open guard to isolate and score the triangle. In Jae La steps over into half guard position. Kirik, an interesting question, or well, I think it's an interesting question I wanted to ask you. If a fighter A will say wins the first 2.5 minutes of a round, fighter B wins the latter 2.5 minutes of a round, what sticks out more in the eyes of the judges?
That's a good question. The judges, it's not necessarily the amount of time. The judges will, in their mind, break apart who won the grappling exchange and who won the striking exchange. And then the second question is, which of those two was more significant in this round? I would argue, I think pretty confidently, that it was the standing strikes that were most significant in this round. But now, Mud Tank is trying to change my mind a little bit. Staying on top, throwing some big shots.
Off the brave arena, so Mzwandile couldn't work his back to the cage, try and work his way up.
Yeah, we're seeing the best of both of these fighters. Mzwandile is doing a very, very good job of not overcommitting, doing a very, very good job.
He was piecing up the lead leg as well.
He was.
There you see him trying to frame off and score that spinning elbow, but takedown against the cage. And I love that he used the cage to bounce off and bring him away from it, so Mzwandile couldn't get his back against post-up work. Very intelligent. But what do you expect from a veteran who has 9 wins by way of decision? He knows how to get the job done by any means necessary.
And here was this posture back, trying to land some big, effective shots.
What he did so intelligently was he waited until the closing stance.
Everybody here agrees with me.
Indeed, Kirik. Indeed.
These are two friends out here, taking each other's full measure.
Nice work to the body from Mzwandile. But with someone as dangerous as Mzwandile, he's only ever one big shot away from changing the complexity of a fight, or from changing somebody's status from conscious to unconscious. Doing a good job of defending here.
Yeah, and landed a nasty little knee in there. Good job framing.
Oh, beautiful work. That's the development we needed to see from Mzwandile. But just as he committed to a shot, In Jae La done exactly what he is renowned for.
It took In Jae La at least half of the round in round 1 to get to this position. It was just about 1 minute in the second round. Mud Tank is getting a sense of what his opponent's defenses are. Decky Larkin now calling for action from on top.
In Jae La trying to roll those wrists, bring them back into the middle. Morgan, a veteran of the referee game himself. He's not going to let a fighter stall too long down there, but just as it's almost as if as Decky called for a little bit more action, In Jae La was like, okay, I need to do something again, showing his intellect.
Hlongwa regards, and again has it passed.
Like a hot knife through butter. Trying to work the crucifix position, but good job from Hlongwa. Get the half guard back. Trying to get onto a hip to turn in to try and make something happen.
South Africa has an incredible tradition of boxing, of karate, of stick fighting, but of jiu-jitsu, not so much. Of wrestling, not so much. It's absolutely amazing to see how quickly Mzwandile Hlongwa has developed in that regard, and Decky Larkin stands him up.
Oh, you have to respect the ingenuity of Mzwandile Hlongwa to try the spinning heel kick and then the timing to duck underneath from In Jae La. I'm really enjoying this fight, Keurig.
Great effort from both sides. In Jae La has been the most successful, and again, he's right past that guard. If Hlongwa manages to regard, he's going to go right past it again. The big question now, he knows he's got to do a little bit more than he did before.
Has he got the crucifix? Can't quite see. He's going to go knee on belly, potentially into the mounted position. Just real dominant ground control from In Jae La. This is exactly where he thrives. Bound to be super frustrating for Mzwandile. Again, takedown happening right in the open forum of the mat.
Mzwandile needs to let go of that head.
North-south position here.
Get to an underhook, try and stand up.
Yeah, potential for a Von Flue choke here. Seldom seen Von Flue choke if In Jae La is wise to it. But like you say, Mzwandile needs to let go of that arm around the neck. Not going to do himself any favors there.
It's, in fact, can put him in danger.
Exactly. Mzwandile trying to do all the right things here, trying to get that arm underneath on the hip and try and swivel out, but In Jae La is acutely aware of what he's trying to do and is shutting it down.
Very impressive to see In Jae La adjust a little bit. Realized he had to be a little bit more active from on top, and he's a lot bit more active from on top now.
Big shots being landed by In Jae La. Mzwandile, just there's no quitting in Mzwandile. Constantly moving, not being a prone, static target for In Jae La. Potential for a head arm triangle. Maybe trying to work for the setup. Nope. Abandons it. 30 seconds to play with for In Jae La. If there was a question mark over who won the first round, it's fairly obvious, clear and distinct who won the second here, Keurig.
No question whatsoever. This was a tremendous round for Mud Tank. Decky Larkin calls for action, and we get action, Brave Nation.
I do like that. Every time that Decky calls for something more, a little bit, In Jae La does just enough to prevent himself from being stood up, to keep the fight in the air.
In my home state of Massachusetts.
Enjoyed that, Gary. Thank you.
Phil, we are heading into the final round of this incredible event. Brave Combat Federation 58 in Incheon, Korea.
It is very much a striker versus grappler kind of vibe to the fight. Mzwandile looks a little bit frustrated, it must be said. He's remonstrating a little bit with his corner. Just needs to be on his bike the whole time. Can't be a prone target. I would stay away from the spectacular attempts. Just revert back to fundamentals. Boxing, 1-2s, hooks. I would stay away from kicks as they're potentially be caught. Try and drag this into the dirty realm of boxing.
Phil, I thought he won by very narrowly. I thought he won the first round by staying on the outside.
Rounds, here we go. Respect shown by both men.
Quite possible we're at 1-1 here. That said, the momentum is all in Jae La's favor.
Mzwandile's just having a little bit of trouble trying to work out that puzzle. It looks like me trying to work out a Sudoku. I still have no idea how they work. Oh, big shot from Mzwandile. That's the kind of power. Again, trying the spectacular.
Mzwandile's corner. Fervently tell him to attack, attack, attack.
He wasn't a million miles away with that one. There's the inevitable takedown.
The hands come together and the takedown follows as surely as the moon follows the sun. Now we've seen In Jae have the fight stepped up when he wasn't active enough. He may rest here a little bit, regroup a little bit, but as soon as he gets that word from Decky Lark in action, we're going to see action.
Just as that takedown happened, like a sailor's wife looking at a storm, the corner of Mzwandile Hlongwa were distraught. 4 minutes to work with, or 3 minutes 30 seconds to work with for In Jae at this stage.
There are stand-ups with the overhook on that arm, but they are more complex than the underhook stand-ups. And that, making matters even worse, that guard is now fully passed.
Yeah, right into side control. You could see a knee slide into the full mount position, but again, In Jae is so intelligent with his economy of energy that he knows he's winning the fight here. Why wait until, or why do anything that may be capitalized on by your opponent? Mzwandile needs to let go of that neck.
Very close on the reversal.
That seemed more brute strength.
움직여야지 안 일으켜. 그 사이드로 그렇지. 하나하나씩 하라고. 이제 속으로 세. 하나, 둘, 셋 하고 세. 그리고 바로 일어나. 일어나서 때리고 하나하나씩 해야 돼. 아니면 일으켜. 그렇지. 자, 이제야. 자, 1분 전이야. 한목을 준비해. 한목을 준비하라고. 자, 하프 또 지금 사이드로 가야 돼. 또. 이제 또 사이드로 가라고. 그렇지. 턱으로 앞으로. 자, 1분 남았어. 안보로 가. 또. 안보로 가서 다 또 뒤로 해봐 또. 이제 일어나서 파운딩 한 번씩 하라고. 아니면 이렇게 해라. 그렇지. 그렇지. 계속. 때리고 바디야. 엘보 간다가. 바디하고 엘보 간다가. 상체 세우고 해. 상대방한테 조금 틈을 줘야 돼. 30초. 자, 상대방한테 조금 틈을 줘. 일어날 수 있게끔. 그렇지. 또 아빠. 그렇지. 또. 자, 이제 10초 남았으면 그냥 계속 파운딩이야. 10초. 이거. 자, 파운딩 일어나지 마. 알면. 배수기야 그냥 파운딩 하라고.
rounds, here go the judges' scorecards. Your first judge scores about 29-28. Your next judge scores about 30-27. And your last judge scores about 29-28 for unanimous decision victory. Out of the blue corner, In Jae, Hlongwa.